what's going on, everybody? Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. I want to cut the air off. I realize it's probably making some noise. It's October and it's hot. It's 82 degrees. But you know what? Who gives a fuck? It's not that bad. But you know what? I ain't doing these in a while. I picked up some stuff. This is DIY Mr. Billmore's Ultimo Gallows. I went to a Pro Wrestling 225's Tyler Town Stampede October 3rd. And I knew in advance I was getting a couple of books. Jean-Paul LeBlanc had a four-corner photography. He's cleaning out his, he's trying to get rid of some stuff, cleaning out his library. He's got a huge wrestling book library. Huge one. So he messaged me quite a while back. He's like, hey, you know, I'm going through my books. These are the ones I want to get rid of. What do you want? And I told him, I was like, there's like 10 books I wanted. And he's like, all right, you know. He told me a price, which was damn good because it was, most of these books, it's half a cover price. Some of them it's like a third of cover price. I was like, all right, I like that. He's like, well, you know, I don't want to ship them. I was like, well, we'll figure out what will be a show. So I told him I was coming to the show. He's like, all right, how many do you want me to bring? He's like, bring 3. So let's just go through these real quick. Boom! The Sheik of Baghdad. Tales of Celebrity and Terror from Pro Wrestling's General Adnan Al-Kaisi, baby! With Ross Bernstein. The Sheik of Baghdad is a true story of one man's journey across 2 continents to find his place in the world. It's an unbelievable rags to riches to rags story with wrestling as a metaphor for life itself. Adnan Al-Kaisi, better known as professional wrestling's General Adnan, can finally safely tell a story now that Saddam Hussein, a childhood companion, powerful associate, then threat to Al-Kaisi and his family is in custody awaiting trial. Well, this book's from a while ago. An odd juxtaposition of 2 very different worlds. The incomparable life story encompasses both the hilarious tales of what life was like in and out of the squared circle of professional wrestling and stories of heartache and despair for a man whose country is trying to find itself once again. It's also a story of a man's desire to achieve closure on a separate life lived many years ago. Finally, it's a story about a man now in his mid-60s who now wants nothing more than go home to a free and democratic Iraq so he can finally introduce his new family to his old one. The Sheik of Baghdad is the story of an Iraqi American trying to make a difference in this post-9/11 world by telling his story to provide a small ray of hope for peace in the tumultuous Middle East. I grew up watching Adnan, so I wanted this one. Is there any pictures? Now, some of these, JP told me some of these books are signed. I've looked, none of these are. Oh, man. JP. I know you got bookmarks, sir. Yeah. It's a great looking book. Then the next one, I know this is out of print. Bobby the Brain Heenan, baby. Wrestling's Bad Boy Tells All. Bobby Heenan with Steve Anderson, forward by Hulk Hogan. This one, let's look at the back. Bobby the Brain Tells All. Bobby the Brain Heenan's wrestling career spans nearly 40 years from the early AWA and NWA to WCW and WWF. Was wrestling as wild and crazy at its start as it is today? Tread wilder and crazier. In this book, Bobby tells all the stories, names all the names, doesn't care who gets mad about it. Wrestling fans won't be able to put down this no-hold-barred book, at least until the count of 3. That's another Triumph book. $20. And you see, you know, this is a hardcover. I don't think there's that many pictures of this one. Is there? There might be. There's actual pictures. That's what I always love. I always love this. There's Bobby and Nick Bockwinkel. Bobby and Pat Patterson. Bobby and Superstore Mark III, which is Sergeant Slaughter. Ray Stevens, Nick Bockwinkel, and Bobby the Brain Heenan down here. Bobby Lou Martinez, bloodied and battered down here. And then we got over here, what is that? Lou Martinez, look at that. There's Angelo Poffo, Bobby Heenan, and Chris Markoff. Down here we got Angelo Poffo. That's for those who don't know, that's Randy Savage and Lenny Poffo's father. And Chris Markoff. Here is being restrained by police while going for the blade. Then we got AWA World Tag Team Champions Blackjack Lanza and Bobby Duncombe with the Brain. And then down here, Cowboy Bob Orton. Look, there might be some more pictures. Oh, there is. Okay. There's some more. Old Mike Tenay, Bobby the Brain Heenan. There's old Playboy Buddy Rose. Yeah. I've one of them books I've been wanting, and it's out of print and going for way more than JP charged me. And then the one I'm actually reading now, I don't know why I picked this one first, but it's been good so far. You can see I'm a little bit. Tony Atlas, Too Much Too Soon by Tony Atlas with Scott Teal. So this is probably Crowbar Press. During a time when wannabe wrestlers trained for years for opportunity to become a pro wrestler, Tony Atlas was the first wrestler to be paid to learn by his trade. By the late 70s, Tony was one of the biggest names in the sport and was wrestling in front of sellout crowds in the largest arenas in the country. While wrestling for the WWF in 1981, he even pinned Hulk Hogan in Madison Square Garden. Readers will feel like they are living Tony's life through his eyes as he tells about his free-spirited and self-destructive journey through life. His out-of-the-ring stories are compelling as those that took place in the ring. Yes, he just turned 16 in the book. I'll show you where I'm at. And it's been really good. Really good. And that bookmark is a Tony Atlas 2009 ECW card that JP just left in here. And, oh! There's two of them. Well, kick ass. He might have been marking pages. But really good book. That's all I thought I was getting. Usually, most of these shows I go to, feds don't sell DVDs. And shirts, my issue with shirts is, I'm a big guy. I'm 6'3". I'm about 207 pounds right now. I'm trying to get down to 200. And I know 207 pounds for 6'3" is not bad, but on me it is. I have a slender build. So shirts usually, I get a 3X large because I want my shirt loose, Extra large fits me, but it just don't feel right on me. 2X is okay, but I like that loose flowing. It's hot in Mississippi, you want loose flowing clothing. So I was like, I'm not going to get any shirts, and they didn't have any in my size. But I did get a Dale Springs sticker, which is on my laptop, which I can't get a hold of right now, from Dale Springs for $1. It was great. Dale Springs is the man below par. He's a golfer, wrestler. One of these younger talents working in Louisiana. But then I started looking and I saw this. We got Pro Wrestling 225 presents Fright Night 2, October 27th, 2018. I just watched this. This is a great one. It's got a cage match with Wardell taking on Gil Gracie. We got a casket match with Christian Blake and Jeremiah. We got the Cajun Outlaws, which is Rhett the Threat Thibodeau and Michael White might be his name, taking on the Dream Team, which is Mustang Mike and Wild Thing. This one, and now they look like Blu-rays or not, they are DVD-Rs. The price was inexpensive, very inexpensive. I mean, they know, how to do, and the covers are nice. I don't know why they're in Blu-ray cases. I thought they were Blu-ray. Oh man, they're Blu-rays. I was like, oh, they're Blu-ray-Rs. That's cool, not a problem. So I bought them and brought them home, put them in my player. No, it's a DVD-R, so that's even better. Then we got Super Gold number 3. There's Wardell. There's let's see. Corey Constantine, Purple Haze, Christian Blake, Vordell, I think that's Wild Thing, that's JTM, Mustang Mike, and Minotaur. Look at the back. Here we go. Vordell Walker versus Christian Blake. Cajun Outlaws versus the Dream Team. Super Gold Rumble 3. And then this is, I haven't watched these two yet. Bases Loaded. And honestly, there's Purple Haze, there's Christian Blake. I think that's Michael White. That's Wild Thing. Chaz Adams versus Christian Blake. SEC Championship Fatal 4-Way. Bayou Cartel versus the Cajun Outlaws. Big Ramp Tournament Final. Michael White versus Wild Thing. Yes, Big Ramp is all over these and it's great. Y'all know me. I'm a huge Big Ramp fan. I gotta put something in front of it. Boom. Tony Atlas will work. Huge Big Ramp fan. And if you're watching this and you have not watched Big Ramp Returns, go right now. On the same channel you're watching, there's a video titled Big Ramp Returns, and it is great. I got to talk to Big Ramp after the show. Do a little quick interview about his new, some of his clients he was managing on the show. He managed Amber Rodriguez and Gil Gracie. I filmed both of his entrances with Amber Rodriguez and Gil Gracie. They're up there on the channel. I did not film either one of the matches, I'll be honest. Amber Rodriguez took on Bristol Haley. Two great talents. I was going to film it, then I realized there was a pile of cameras filming, and a good friend of mine who I've not seen in quite a while, he drove up from New Orleans. He came over, so we talked. I watched the match, but I didn't film. How's it going, Damien? And then for the main event, by then, I'm going to be honest, man, I'm getting old. This was in a rodeo arena, so it's a dirt floor. I'm used to being on concrete when I'm filming, so I wear shoes. My legs are hurt when the show's over. I could do a 3-hour show. This one, man, running around that dirt and everything going on. By the time the main event happened, my legs, my back were killing me. I had a floor seat. I had 2 chairs down on the floor. I went and sat in the bleachers with Damien and watched the match. It was great. And got to interact with the crowd up there. Because a lot of these people had driven up to Louisiana, so I didn't know them. And they were telling me all kinds of stuff about Gil Gracie and Big Ramp. And, Gil Gracie was taking on Corey Constantine. And I'm cheering on Big Ramp and Gil Gracie. Corey Constantine, one of my favorite wrestlers. Uber talented guy. Hopefully one day, Corey, you get to be in that Great Southern 8, I love seeing it at Hood Mark and every place else, but that's it, everybody. I'm going to cut this one short, but that's just some more additions to the collection. And this is stuff, it ain't going to be sold. It ain't going to be sold. This is going to be added to the collection. You're not going to see this at the table. But speaking of that real quick, if you're anywhere within a 2-hour drive, man, I'm going to say 3 hours, because I know people coming up from New Orleans for this. I know people coming from Laurel for this. Bayou Independent Wrestling. Let's have some fun, baby. October 10th, Brookhaven, the Brookhaven Civic Center. They normally have it in the Civic Center. Right behind it's the rodeo arena. And Josh, I'll give Josh this. Josh was very open with the fans. He wanted to have it inside the Civic Center. If he did, he'd be limited to 125 tickets sold. He's got to really jack up the prices. He can't lose money. He got to, at least break even. And the fans told him, hey, why don't you put in the rodeo arena out back? And he did. So we have a lot more people. There is a cap, but I really don't think we're going to hit the cap. The cap's fairly high, though. Crowd cap, so it's going to be out there. It's going to be a blast. I'm going to have the table set up. I got a lot of stuff. I have not vended at a show since probably February. So I got a lot of stuff. And for the first time, people have been requesting it for a while, and I've been trying to do it, and it's just hard to find them, where I can make a little bit of a profit. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not marketing this stuff up that much. I'm happy after a show if I've made enough money to cover my gas and 2 meals, 2 cheap meals. If I $20 for gas, if I make $40, I'm happy. That's why I've been. I'm mainly at that show to film and get this footage out there. I've been to offset the cost of me going to shows. Ticket, you got to pay for a ticket, of course. You got to eat, eat before and after the show. And, tradition after the show, you go to Waffle House. And then, gas, I was losing money every show. So I started vending. And I was shrinking my collection. Well, now, most of my collection I wanted to get rid of has been sold off. But I got a lot of stuff. A lot of DVDs. But what I got, people been asking. Because, you see me at most shows, I'm going to have the Ultimo Gallows mask on. If you watch that video I mentioned about Big Ramp, I got a new mask. I got a couple of new masks. As a matter of fact, I got a few other little surprises. Everything works out. The mail works right. I'm going to have some major surprises for this show. But people have been asking, man, I want a mask. Where are you going to get them? When you have masks for sale? So I went out, and I did a little digging, and I got some masks for sale. I got 2, count them, 2 masks. Same design as the Ultimo Gallows mask, which is, if y'all don't know, that's Ultimo Guerrero, one of the best luchadors ever. He lost his mask a few years ago in a match. And matter of fact, last I heard, he has caught the virus, but he's recovering. Thank you. I have 2 of those. Both of them are green. They're going to be for sale. That's adult size mask. Then for you little kids, I know kids love masks. I got a handful. Matter of fact, give me 2 seconds. Give me a couple seconds here, people. I'll go get the mask. I'll show these off. I got some masks for the kids. I have not set my prices yet on these. I got to factor in some things, but let's see here. Let's see here, everybody. We got... Ooh. Look at that. That's a pretty mask. I think that's Rayo de Jalisco. Oh, man, this one. I love this one. Look at that. These are all kid sizes. They got the string in the back. They're nice Lycra-like material. Oh, check this out. This is a beautiful, beautiful Atlantis mask. Now, this is the one. I don't remember what luchador this is, but look at this. This is a gorgeous ass mask. And then this right here. This is the one. Man, if this fit me, I kid. This is a Dr. Wagner kids mask. Dr. Wagner, my top 3 luchadors of all time. Ultimo Guerrero. Dr. Wagner Jr. Man, 2 of my favorites lost their mask already. And then Pentagon Jr. So those are going to be for sale. I got DVDs. I got, I even got VHS for sale. I got toys. I got WWE wrestling board games that look amazing. I got wrestling rings, a little bit of everything. My prices are fair. I'm not gouging people, I'm not one of these people who, I got to make at least a $10 profit on that. I paid a whole whopping $1 for it. I got to ask $20 for it. No, I'm not pulling that shit. I try to price stuff fairly. And I'm going to throw this out there. I got 2 special things going on. Matter of fact, I'm just going to throw one of them out there because the other one's going to be exclusive to something. If you come up to the table while I'm there, which will be intermission before the show and after the show, during the show, I'm going to be filming. My father will be running my table for me. While I'm there and mention that you listen to the King of Wrestling podcast, I give you $2 off your total. Now you gotta spend more than $2. You can't go, oh man, King of Wrestling Podcast and just pick something that's $2. And I do have stuff as cheap as $1, $2. I have wrestling cards in hard cases. I got mystery boxes, which is a pile of wrestling cards, probably about $30 worth of wrestling cards and some toys and stuff in there, and it's not gonna cost you $30. You know, as long as you spend, you know, at least spend $5 if you want to use that $2 off. But you know, $2 off, man. Come up there, you know, find you a DVD. A lot of my DVDs are $5. Hey, I want this DVD. I listen to King of Wrestling Podcast. Boom, that's $3 now. Yeah, you can't beat that. A DVD for $3, and all these DVDs have been checked. If it's not coming, if it's coming straight out of my collection, you know it's gonna be in good shape. So the ones that are not from my collection, I've got other sources. I get them, I check them, make sure they ain't got a lot, you know, they ain't all scratched up. Look like a kid been playing floor hockey with them. You know, I put them in the player and test them out. You know, I'm not gonna sell some junk. That's my thing. I'm not selling junk. I'm selling legit, good wrestling merchandise. And I've had a couple of people ask about shirts. I have had shirts in the past. Right now, it's just hard for me to get shirts for a price where I don't want to charge too much for my shirt. I don't like charging more than $15 for a shirt. And right now, any shirt I can get a hold of, I'm paying about $12 for it. And that $3 profit, you know, I'm sorry. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. I gotta make at least $5. And I don't want to charge over $15. So, you know, that's that. But that's it. A little addition to the collection. Little special items I want to show everybody. I hope to see everybody there. And if you watch these videos and you come to the show, mention, you know, let me know, you know, hey, I watched this match you filmed, or I watched this interview, or, you know, this review of show. I love hearing that kind of stuff, because, you know, this channel, it's not monetized. It's not going to be, even when I hit the level, I'm not monetizing. Because if I did, I couldn't film entrances. I couldn't do a lot of stuff. I'll be honest, a lot of my matches get copyright claims because I film entrances where you can hear the music. You know, anytime Danny Chance comes out with that black and yellow Wiz Khalifa song, boom, copyright claim. Anytime Steve Anthony comes out with Hot Stuff, I was trying to think what his song is now, boom, copyright claim. Anytime Nightmare Knows Jeremiah comes out, and I know Kill Switch Engage is the band. I'm not up on modern, I guess that's metal. I'm not a metal guy. Boom, copyright claim. If I had it monetized, I couldn't even get the stuff up. You know, so that's why I do this, to get that footage out there. That's, you know, that's my mission statement. That's Body Slam Media Productions' mission statement. That's the King of Wrestling's mission statement. King of Wrestling Podcast mission. We want more people seeing independent wrestling. Because I know there's a lot of fans out there like me that I can't watch WWE anymore. I really can't. I try watching and I get pissed off because it's like they're spinning their wheels. I've seen these matches millions of times. They don't listen to the fans. Straight up. There's a wrestler you like, you're coming to BIW show and you want to see me BIW show, go talk to Josh. Josh Newell, he's easy to find. He'll have his hat on back, his baseball hat on backwards. He can be walking around, talking to everybody you mention to him, you know, hey, I think this wrestler would fit in good in BIW. Josh can go look him up and watch him, and if he think most of the time he'll agree, he'll give him a shot. I'll bring him in for one match. The crowd loves him. Perfect example, Danny Chance. Danny Chance was just, hey, I'm riding in with somebody. You need somebody? Yeah, we'll throw you in a tag. The crowd loved him, and boom, Danny Chance won Rookie of the Year in, you know, BIW. You know, Josh listens to the fans, and that's what a good promoter does. So I'm out, everybody. I know I rambled for a bit here, but I ain't got to film in this area in so long. I'm so happy I got the mount, man. Talk to everybody later, and remember, keep watching wrestling. Keep watching wrestling.